Hi all, welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and today we're going to do issue 86 of Build the Classic Routemaster. Now I've heard that this issue can be a little bit taxing and a little bit long, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it in some ways but not looking forward to it in other ways, because we've got to tackle them electrics again, and yeah, as we all know, the electrics on this bus aren't great. So with all that said, let's get modelling. Okay, so the first bit we need to bring across is this part here, and basically what we need to do is we need to get this sort of window detail, and we need to put it in. Now it can only go in one way because it is curved, so make sure you double check that before you put it in. And we need to screw this down with some AP screws, 4 of them. Now I'm not going to screw this down too tight because I don't want to crack the plastic on it. That's one in, and I like to screw things in as like a star pattern when I do it. That's 2 in. And that's the 3rd, so just the last one to do now. I can't believe we are actually starting putting the windows in and bits on this model. It's really come on nicely. Okay, and that's 86 in place. Try not to get any finger marks on these windows so they stay nice and pristine. So I'm just going to put that to one side. I'm just going to turn the magazine over because the next part we need to bring across is this part here, and we need to put in the basically the windows at the top. So I'm just looking at which way these go around, and I think I've got it right, because basically these need to slide up and down, so I think it goes more that way. And then we need to get the other one, put that in. That's a nice fit for them. Just making sure I've got these right way around again. I think that's the right way around. Yes, it is. Okay, so the next part we need to bring across is this part here, because we're going to be securing them in. So we just put that on. Now please note, the screws in this are a little bit, shall we say, not too bad, but we need to make sure we put the right screws in. So, because we're not screwing this all the way down yet, so we need to put one up here. That went in nice and easy. We'll put one at the other side. The reason I say this is we're not doing all the screws all the way around. So put that one in. And then we just got these 2 here to do. The next one. Get that in. And that's nicely secured down now. Now the reason for we only do these top screws is we've got the bottom bits of the window to put in. Here they are, looking very nice. And we're just going to, as per the instructions, put these into place. And now they are getting screwed down with some CM screws, so yeah, we're not using the AM screws anymore. So I'll get that window lined up. Oops. Trying very, very carefully not to touch the windows because I don't want any dirty finger marks. But it's not necessarily easy when you're trying to line up screws to put in. What I will do is I'll give them a quick polish after this issue's done, so I want my windows to be all nice and pristine. Right, so I've finally got that screw lined up. That's the first one in. Really is a bit tedious because these screws want to do nothing but not go in where they're supposed to go. Ah, got that one in. Okay, so that's the second for this window. Next to the third. There we go. And then we'll just get the fourth one in. Here we go, number 4. It's a lot easier once the window's been aligned up and you've got them first 2 screws in, I have to admit. So let's have a look at that. Oh, that's looking really, really nice. I just hope I've got this top section in properly. So I might just double check that I've done that correctly. It's not in my luck, I probably haven't. And I'm looking at the finish views and I have got that in correctly. Okay, so the next bit we need to do this bit here. And again 4 cm screws. Now this issue, after I've completed the bits on the front of the bus, I am going to be stopping the video because there's going to be sort of 2 parts. I need to record this in 2 sections. The first section obviously being the front of the bus, but the second section is actually we need to do some electronics to the bus, so I need to stop it and get all that sorted beforehand, just so I can make my life a little bit easier and this video is not as long as what it would be. This side seems to be going in a lot smoother than the other side, I have to admit, but I know we've got a lot of windows to do on this Routemaster bus. But it's actually nice to be working on the outer frame, actually, you know, the panels you're going to see. And that's in place like that. If we just look at that, there we go. That's looking rather nice, and this bit is going to be on show, so yeah, it's nice to be doing something like that. Okay, so the last thing we need to do, we've got these 2 parts here, and what we need to do is we need to put the I think this is the window handles, basically, and we need to make sure we put them in the right way. Now this is a push fit connection, but if it's free in any other way, I'd recommend gluing them. That one's the first one in. That's not too bad actually, to tell you the truth. That was a nice push fit connection. Let's do the second one. And that's the second one in. And next what we need to do is we need to bring across the bus. So I'm going to bring across the upper deck of the bus. Now I've got to be mindful obviously of that part that's sticking down. So I'm going to do what I did last time, and that's just hire it up with a sanding block. And then we need to put these bits that we've just done in place just on the front here. Now I am going to be making sure that these are nice and a flush fit, and I have been told that because of the process you might need to sand a little bit off them, but I'm hoping I don't. But that is actually a lovely connection. I'm actually really happy with that. So that's the first bits of the bus to do. Next it's electrics. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so let's get started on the electrics for the bus. So what it's asking us to do is we need to pull out cable J and cable A. So they've now been pulled out. So just before my phone going off, just before I explain, this is what we're going to do, is we're going to change the sound on the back platform from that horrible buzzing sound to a really nice the bell sound, which I think sounds so much better than what it was before. So we've pulled out cable J, and then we need to plug in cable JK, it's calling it, from this issue that's been in this issue in. So let's make sure we get it round the right way. Okay, so we've plugged that in. Then it's asking us to plug in into here what we've more or less just taken out, and it wants us to plug that in. So making sure we get it the right way around again. So we're going to plug that into the new cable. That's in, and cable K into the new plug. Let's find it. Cable K. Where's cable K? Ah, right, cable K into the new thing. Now it does say we can change this at any point we want, but yeah, so let's hope this works. So we need to switch the bus on, and it's asking us to pull the bell cord to check that that works. It's easier said than done, because I might just do it from the top side. So if I just stand up, it might just be easier to work with. That now works. And then if we just check the back platform, that works. And then we've got another button, if we can just feel where it is, and that now works. And that's how I'm going to keep this bus. I think that bell sound sounds far more better than that horrible buzzing sound. So that's the first part of the electrics done. Okay, so here's part 2 of the electrics. So it wants us to plug in this extender cable that we've been given in this issue into cable F, I believe. Now this obviously the destination blind bits were attached to this, so it does say to unplug it, which I've already done. So let's plug this in just like that, and then we need to plug in, let's have a look, we need to plug in the rear destination blind back in. So we'll do that. Okay, so now we've done that, what it wants us to do is we need to connect cable L from the upper deck which is a black and white one, into the circuit board. So I do believe we're now going to test the cab switches, well, the cab groove switches. So we've plugged in L into that, and we need to test it. So let's switch the bus on, and we need to press the button called the indicators, and they have come on, if you can see on that on camera. So we'll switch that off, and then lastly we've been given this cable here, which has got 2 LEDs on it. And what we need to do, we need to connect this up to the other socket that we've been given, and we need to test to make sure these work. So let's have a check. Oh, best if I turn the bus on, sorry. And them 2 LEDs are working superbly. So probably what I'll do in a second, I'll have a little bit of a wire tidy, but yeah, they're working nicely. So that's issue 86 complete. Well, that's it for today's issue 86 of the Routemaster, and I'll tell you the truth is I really enjoyed that. It was really nice to work with the electrics. It wasn't too difficult to do, actually. The only thing was just lining them screws up to put the windows in, but I really enjoyed it. So, and I heard a lot of bad things about it, saying it's going to take forever and stuff like that, but for me, I just really enjoyed that, just working through the instructions, doing as it says there. In there. So yeah, really nice issue for me. But if you like this video, please give me a massive thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell, and you'll be notified of any future videos that come up on my channel in the future. But as for always, stay safe and bye for now.